everyone. Today, my daddy and me are going to cook today.
Yes, we're gonna cook and we're gonna make.
And today, and we have eggs, flour, and.
Okay, but let's show them what we're gonna do. Let's tell them the name of what we're gonna make. We're gonna make chicken cutlets.
Right.
Okay.
We're gonna make chicken cutlets.
Mommy already cut the chicken, and what she did was she cut it thin, the chicken breast.
Yeah, she cut the chicken.
And in here,
we use this for the eggs.
in here, hold on, let's show the people. We have 3 eggs and about a tablespoon of water, okay, to make an egg wash, okay? So we're gonna beat that up real good. Now in this we have just flour, about 1.5 cups. You don't really have to measure it out, you just have to use it for covering the chicken.
Right.
Now, hold on, wait. Now in this bowl we have breadcrumbs. We made this ourselves. Don't throw out the heels of your bread. Use it up. We put it in a dehydrator and we make breadcrumbs. I threw in about 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. What we're going to do is we're going to dredge the chicken breast in the flour first. Come here.
And we're going to put this in the flour.
We put it in the flour, and what we do is we turn it over, do both sides in flour.
Right.
Shake it off, and then
we put it in the eggs.
We put it in.
Daddy, don't make a mess.
Thank you. I won't make a mess.
Oops, Daddy, you're doing too fast. Daddy, that's too fast.
Now we take it and we put in the flour. Here, help me out. Help her. And we flip it over.
Right, work together.
Work together. We take that, flip it over, and then put it in the
Daddy.
The breadcrumbs. Flip it over. And that's one done.
Right, Daddy. That's a machine.
And what we gotta do...
Daddy, is that a machine?
Yeah. No, it's not a machine. And we do another. I'll show you one more. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bread everything up by doing this, and we'll get back to you after this for the next part.
Okay, so we're doing this.
I didn't know my wife cut the chicken so small. Okay, she was thinking about the days when we used to cater parties, and we used to make trays of this for parties where people could pick up small pieces. Now, my recommendation is taking the breast and making it into thirds and pounding it out and maybe cutting it in half. Some of these pieces were extremely small. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cook over, take a 12-inch pan, a skillet, and what we're going to do is set it to medium-high heat. It's already heated up, and we're using extra virgin olive oil, and just coat the bottom of the pan. So we got the bottom of the pan, and what I'm going to do is throw in the chicken. I gotta put it in. So we're gonna let that cook for because it's so thin, we let it cook for about 2.5 minutes each side, and we'll flip it over and then cook the other side. It's cooking. And I'll show you when we'll do the flipping. Let's see if it's brown. Okay, like I said, this is going to be very fast because it's very thin. Plus, there's got to be more cooking involved. That's not even, I would say, not even 2 minutes. It's not even a minute, and it's already brown enough to flip. So let's flip it over, and this is what it looks like. See, it's nice and brown. Look at that.
I'm already hungry.
Oh.
Just by looking.
Yeah. Plus another thing is the breadcrumbs were on the dark side, so they weren't really pale. Because a lot of the breadcrumbs that we make are from the heel of the loaf of bread, and that's darker, has more crust on it. Anyway, so we're going to put this in a plate because there's going to be some more ingredients that we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to cook up all these pieces, and we'll continue on from there. So the next thing is I prepared the ingredients for what we're going to do. We already cooked all the chicken. It's brown and everything. We still have the pan. I cleaned off the pan. And the next thing I have 4 cloves of garlic. I gotta put in about a cup full of Pinot Grigio wine. You can use other types of white wine, but I find that the Pinot Grigio is like a citrus and not as sweet as like a Moscato. And these are sun-dried tomatoes, about that's 3/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. We make our own sun-dried tomatoes. As far as the lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I used 8 artichoke hearts. These come in a brine. I cut them in half. 2 tablespoons of capers, and I used a 1/2 cup of olives that have pimentos in it, and cut them in half. Now with the olives, the capers, and the artichoke, I rinsed them off in water because the brine has salt in it. So you want to reduce that briny taste that it has. So that's what I did with those 3 ingredients. And I have a whole stick of butter. What we're going to do is we're going to start off, and we're going to put some olive oil first. Olive oil. I'm going to put in, now I took it off the heat because I don't want to burn the butter. So I have that in. Now putting it together goes very fast. So I have that going. I'm going to throw in the sun-dried tomatoes. Pretty much I put in all the ingredients, all except for the lemon juice. I put the garlic in last because if you put garlic in the beginning, what will happen is it will burn and then it gets bitter. So you don't want to put your garlic in the beginning. Always put your garlic in after the ingredients are in. And look at the color, huh? The green olives with the pimento, the artichoke, the sun-dried tomatoes. And I'm going to put in the garlic. That will cook. And what I'll put in next is the, let me cook that down a little bit. And I'll throw in the wine right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the heat from a medium high to a very high. Because I want the taste of the wine, but I don't want the alcohol in it. And there's always some alcohol, residual alcohol left. And now, I usually don't measure. I'm doing this to show you what to do. I don't measure my ingredients. I do that for the people. Now, like I use 4 cloves of garlic. If you don't like garlic, or you don't like an ingredient, leave it out. It's that simple. You don't. When you get a recipe, make it your own recipe. You don't have to go according to what I do. You can leave out the olives. If you don't like olives, take the olives out. Now I'm going to put in the lemon juice. And what will happen is, because this is breaded, the chicken, it's breaded, and it will soak up the juices, and also because it's breaded with flour, it will thicken thicken it. So what you got to do is you thicken the sauce. Now, you may think that's a lot of butter, but this will serve a lot of people. So you divide the amount of butter that I put in here with the amount of people that this could serve. This could serve probably about 8 people, and that's why the butter, the wine, really. It's really not that much. You divide it into 8. An 8-ounce cup of wine, that's 1 ounce per person. The butter, you divide that by 8. So we mix this in. And you can see that it's been reduced, the amount of the sauce. Now, if you want more sauce, what I usually do is I can add water. I don't have to add in more wine. You can add in a little bit of water into your ingredients. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little water. to it. Yeah. So this will cook down. It takes probably about 6 minutes or so. I'm not good on timing. I mostly look at what's going on with the dish. I'm gonna let this cook down, and I'll get back to you when we plate it. One thing I caught at the very end, salt and pepper. Put salt and pepper to taste. I'm not too much of a salt person, but add, you know, maybe a half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. And I plated it. Now, it has all the juices, so like I said, it gets absorbed by the breading. And we have the artichoke in there and everything. And this is what we're going to have. And we're going to serve this with rice. Now, you may want to serve it over with a pasta. You can do that too. Anyway, everyone, thank you for joining us. Please click like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you very much.